I'm leaving the studio a little bit of a mess today. I just finished recording a conversation, and yeah, I gotta go home. So I've been working on this for a while and making slow progress with it. I've got these. This is gonna be a panel piece. They'll go together. I just kind of did texture and background this week, and I'm working on this drawing, and the drawing's done. I'm not super happy with the drawing, but I've done it 3 times, and I think that I can still make a successful painting. This has been drawn for a while, and I just didn't know which one I was going to paint. The backgrounds have been done for a long time, like a year or two, and I didn't know what I was going to do with them. And then, yeah, so these drawings are done, so they are both ready to paint. And also, I just spray painted these quick and put a finish on them. They are like, I don't know what to call it, like drip trays for candles, like freestanding candles that aren't in a container already. And those are for Rebecca's birthday, which is before I'm going to put this out, so I don't mind saying that. There's that I made this week. I'm slowly working on this. So I'm using ink on the rail. It's actually sticking way better than I thought because that yellow was dry. And yeah, it's dry. I've got some stuff on the other side I've already done, but this is the one rail that I am very purposefully applying color to. And it is like, yeah, I thought it would fade way more, but it is pretty saturated on there. So that's cool. I'm enjoying that process. It's going to be way more colorful than I thought, but that's what's happening. Yeah, I've been just working on things slowly this week, like a bunch of different things, and I haven't really completed much this past week, which is not what I wanted, but I did that little guy. I want to call it a study, but it's not a study. It's just that I didn't take much time to do it. But I just felt like doing something kind of cute and nice from how I felt about reading Flowers for Algernon, which hopefully I'll get that review done this week. But yeah, a lot of things going on, and my style of working is changing with just not sitting down and doing one piece at a time, but doing like this, like, and slowly working on stuff. And with these portraits and stuff too, like I might do them in more than one session. And I am just realizing how much my process is changing over the past couple of years, and I'm not really fighting it. The one thing is, though, that space becomes an issue, right? Of like, where can I put stuff and for how long and whatever. So a bigger studio space, I've already known, like for a long time, I felt like I've outgrown the space. Like I used to keep finished pieces here, and then I started making way bigger pieces like this, 48 by 60 inches. So now my finished pieces are downstairs, and that helped give the room a little more to breathe. I got a smaller table, but with a shelf, so I still have, like, not everything needs to be on the top. Like the blanket goes down there, and the books and stuff, some of those will go down there. Yeah, so I have found creative ways to make more space for myself by, yeah, even some of the stuff that was under here, it's like back there, but there's only so much room that I can really make because I just need materials and to store things. So I don't want to move from this space, and I don't want to move from Lethbridge, but at some point, if I were to have enough funds, I would definitely want to get a bigger space. I could definitely use a space twice as big as this without feeling like it's empty. Like I would just have more room to work. One of the things I would like to do, and I can't really do in this space, is move these tables to the middle of the room. So I can be able to work on all sides, and it'd be just much more conducive to my new process of working, just like moving on to things and having some stuff on the walls and like having a space like here to just like sit and chill, and not just to like read or whatever, but also just to look at the work and have it there always just in the background, that I can see it and take it in over time. But yeah, having some of the workspaces be in the middle of the room would be so useful. Just the logistics of some of these bigger pieces that I've had, like that I've been pouring paint on or whatever, that I can't have just hung up on the wall. It would just be incredibly useful to do that, but I can't. I've tried it in this room and it doesn't work. There's just not enough space to go around, and like, yeah, it just doesn't work. So I've tried many configurations in this room. This is like the 4th one, I think, in the past 4 years, I guess. Coming up this May, I think it'll be 4 years I've been in this space. It's either 3 or 4, and I don't remember honestly, so I'll have to go back and look that up. But yeah, if I had a room twice as big, if I had a studio twice as big, I would not feel as though like this is so much space, because if I did have a studio twice as big, I would probably have my storage area in there as well with the finished paintings and some of the stuff that I've stored over there for like packaging purposes. For like I've got like cardboard and bubble wrap and newsprint, things like that are like those are for shipping, and so I need to have those as well. Anyway, yeah, that would be the dream. That would be the dream. Have a space like twice or 3 times or 4 times as big as this. I could use a bigger couch rather than the love seat. Like, that's just a part of staying here longer, is being able to take a break and being able to stretch out and unfortunately sometimes nap. But yeah, having things like, oh, just more amenities. Have a mini fridge in here or a microwave. Like, there's a kitchen over there. But again, just, yeah, it would be living the dream to have like a much, much, much bigger and more private space. So, but I like this space. I'm happy with this space. It just becomes a thing of physical room and space. Like, there's just not a lot. There's only so much I can do with what I have here. And I have been effectively finding creative ways to make more room and downsize some things and put things elsewhere. Anyway, that's what I've been working on this past week. One of the children took it upon themselves to name this beautiful beast a full name, to give her a full name. What is your full name, Wren? Wren's full name is now... What are you chewing on, stinky puppy? That's not her name. Her name is Renifer Clover Naughty Rosabelle. And I think it's very fitting. And I need to figure out what she's chewing on. Hope it's not too windy. Just taking Wren for a short walk. She's still just kind of doing 5 to 10 minute walks twice a day. She just finished her last pain medication, and I think it was for inflammation. Like 2 days ago. So they all tapered off and staggered differently, because she had codeine that she was taking 3 times a day, and she had gabapentin or something was another one, and the liquid one that she just finished, I can't remember the name of it, but yeah, no more pain meds of any kind, and she still has the sedative that she's on to try to keep her activity down. But man, jumping, like, she just won't stop jumping. It's really hard, and it's really hard on her elbow, like, just coming back and like compressing and compacting that joint on landing, but I mean on takeoff too. It's another reason why stairs aren't something that she should be doing right now as much as possible, to try to avoid that. But yeah, the sedative, like, I don't know, she gets excited, she jumps when she's excited, and part of being excited for her sometimes is like scared or nervous, and so when she needs reassurance, so if we're on a walk like now, like there was a dog across the way, and sometimes she gets nervous with other dogs. Usually she just wants to go play, but either way, like, she could be excited because she's like, oh, there's a dog over there, I want to go, and she could jump for that reason. But another day, there were these dogs behind a fence, and they were barking like crazy, really aggressively, and she was like scared. And so she was jumping for reassurance. She just wanted to like know that everything was okay. And that's tough, because again, just like it's really difficult to stop her from jumping. Like, it's really hard to do that, just like logistically. But yeah. Anyway, she's doing okay. Like, she only gets limpy if she's just, again, if she's been jumping a bunch or whatever. And sometimes when she jumps, she ends up like falling a bit, like, just because she's jumping, and then you're trying, like, it's so hard because I used to just like turn my body. I didn't want to like catch her arms or anything because I didn't want to engage in her jumping. But if you do that, sometimes she's like in the air, depending on how high she is, like she'll sometimes go sideways and end up like falling, and she did that the other day and it was rough. Anyway, yeah, so little Wren update. Like, I don't know, she got checked out at the vet last week and it seems like she's doing well, but it's hard to tell sometimes. And again, if there was just like no limp at all anymore, that'd be awesome. And there isn't unless she's like banged herself up a bit. But capping off the vlog, I got some more reviews that I got done this week. One was on the book The Memory Police, which was a decently good book. Another was on the Basketball Diaries, which I did not enjoy at all. And then I had a conversation about something, and I don't remember what it is. My hand was cold, and I did not want to try to figure it out while I was outside. So it's on creating new neural pathways. And if you don't know what I mean, yeah, the conversation was just talking about, I mean, you build habits. It's not just like, there's science behind some of these things, and neural pathways and synapses and stuff like that in your brain, in your physical brain, not your mind, but like your physical brain, like things happen there. And the more you do certain things, it gets ingrained in you, and it's way harder to stop doing those things. And some of those can be called neural pathways. So I discussed that. And yeah, what else happened? I think that was it for videos this week. That conversation, the 2 reviews, and I'm gonna catch up on some reviews actually right now for next week. But with that, we'll see you on another time.